The story of the Americas, often told as beginning with Columbus, may have earlier chapters. Could Africans have sailed to the New World long before European ships? Ivan van Sertima, a scholar who ignited this debate, argued yes. His book, They Came Before Columbus, proposed waves of African migration, reaching the Americas centuries before 1492. Van Sertima pointed to tantalizing clues. Ancient Egyptian ships, he noted, were capable of transatlantic journeys. The Mali Empire too had skilled navigators, and a thirst for exploration. Could they have reached the Americas? Van Sertima's evidence went beyond ships. He saw cultural parallels between ancient African and American civilizations, from art styles to religious practices. Even the humble cotton plant played a role in his theory. Specific types of cotton, native to Africa, were found in pre-Columbian tombs in South America. How did they get there? Van Sertima believed this pointed to ancient contact with Africans bringing the plant across the ocean. He even cited Columbus's own journal, which mentions black-skinned people trading gold-tipped spears upon his arrival in the Caribbean. Were these early African explorers already integrated into the fabric of the New World? Van Sertima's work resonated deeply with many, offering a vision of history that challenged traditional narratives. He presented a world where the Atlantic was not a barrier, but a bridge, connecting continents and cultures long before Columbus set sail. His theories, though controversial, forced a re-examination of the past, opening the door to the possibility of a more complex and interconnected history of the Americas. Deep in the jungles of Mexico and Guatemala lie remnants of the Olmec civilization, one of the earliest in Mesoamerica. Dating back to 1500 BC, the Olmec left behind enigmatic artifacts including colossal stone heads. These massive sculptures, with their broad noses, full lips, and sometimes cornrowed hairstyles, have fueled debate for decades. Could these features, so distinct from typical indigenous populations, be evidence of an African presence in the Americas? Van Sertima believed they did, seeing the Olmec heads as powerful evidence of early African voyages. He argued that these sculptures, with their seemingly African features, were not merely artistic interpretations, but realistic portrayals of African explorers or traders who had integrated into Olmec society. The sheer size and scale of the heads, he noted, suggested a position of importance within the Olmec world, further hinting at their significance. The Olmec heads, for Van Sertima, were not just stone, but whispers of a forgotten past, hinting at a time when Africans walked the shores of the Americas, leaving their mark on the land and its people. While Van Sertima's theories captivated many, they also faced strong opposition from mainstream historians and archaeologists. Critics argued that his evidence was circumstantial, open to interpretation, and lacked the rigor of traditional historical analysis. The Olmec heads, they contended, did not definitively depict African features but rather reflected a broader artistic style of the Olmec civilization. Similarities between African and American cultures, they argued, could be attributed to independent development or to later contact through trade routes. The lack of conclusive archaeological evidence, such as African artifacts from the pre-Columbian era, further fueled skepticism. Mainstream historians maintain that the weight of existing evidence pointed to Columbus as the first European to establish sustained contact with the Americas. While acknowledging the possibility of earlier sporadic voyages, they stressed the need for extraordinary evidence to support extraordinary claims, which they felt Van Sertima's theories failed to provide. The debate, however, continues, with new discoveries and ongoing research constantly adding to our understanding of the past. Regardless of the pre-Columbian debate, the intertwined histories of African Americans and Native Americans are undeniable. From the earliest days of colonization, these two groups found themselves thrust together, sharing experiences of oppression, resilience, and cultural exchange. During the era of slavery, many Africans sought refuge among Native American tribes, finding common ground in their struggles against European encroachment. Intermarriage and cultural blending became commonplace, blurring the lines of race and identity. The story of Black Indians, descendants of both African and Native American ancestors, stands as a testament to this shared history. These communities, scattered across the United States, embody the complexities of identity and the fluidity of cultural boundaries. Their traditions, languages, and stories weave together the threads of both heritages, creating a rich tapestry that reflects the resilience and adaptability of both groups in the face of adversity.